All right, welcome to the Sowing Seeds Canada social media. My name is Jody, and we are chatting with our amazing volunteers this week, one of them being Jean. And I'm so glad that you agreed to come and chat with us. I feel like I've like three for three in putting volunteers on the spot to chat when I know you guys just love to be behind the scenes doing your thing. And I'm thankful to all of you for being brave and having a conversation. So thank you, Jean.
No worries. I'll do my best.
Well, I feel like off the top, when I earlier in the week, people saw my conversation with Heather, and one of the things she shared was that it was all Jean Hunt's fault that she got involved in sowing seeds, and in a good way. But she says you're the one who sort of roped her in, and so not only do you volunteer, but you recruit volunteers. So that's pretty cool.
Uh, I think I think part of it, Jody, is just that I believe so much in what Sylvia has put together that really it's just talking to people about it. And once you talk to people about it and get them involved, they, like Heather, can't help themselves.
That's great. How long have you been volunteering with Sowing Seeds?
I knew you were going to ask me this. We talked about it last night, and it has to be close to the beginning of when they started. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I was in the ski business, so I was intimately aware of the Sun Ice and the Rempel family because we bought and sold their product. Kelly was my salesperson, and so he and I were very close for a long time. And to put a date on it, I really couldn't, but it was back in the early days, and I helped them, and my staff helped them with the galas. We went and sold product there for them and tried to promote it. So that was the beginning of it, and really it seems like it's been forever.
Yeah. Well, when I was chatting with Laura, we had a bit of a conversation around it. Really shows the integrity and incredible dedication that a charity like Sowing Seeds has when we have multiple volunteers who have been a decade plus in offering their service, guidance, and support with. Like it shows so much that you guys have been involved for a very long time.
Absolutely. I think especially these days, there's many places for people to give their support, and it's looking for one that connects with you personally and that you believe in. And I think, the premise of sowing seeds of teaching people a skill that can help them sustain their lives in the future. I can't explain how much that means to me.
Yeah. Now, you've gone on a few of the trips and had various roles in these trips. What have you witnessed that's been impact? If it's hard to put into words, I understand, but for those of us, who are on the outside, who are just donating to support, who love what's going on, love hearing the stories, what sort of impact have you seen happen firsthand when you've been a part of it?
I think the biggest thing for me, Jody, is seeing in these countries how people are so desperate to get ahead that they are willing to spend the time. And for a lot of them, it's taking their time away from what they're doing for their families and supporting them to come to learn a skill that they hope will help them in the future. And it just amazes me how determined they are to get good at the skill and to learn and to do what they need to do. It blows me away.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, you had the opportunity of being in the community we just were recently in Uganda before we even went there. And I remember seeing a photo that we got to share on the social media of you. And that's basically like a cement pad or something. Like there's like nothing behind you. And then what felt like in a few short months, you're back there with the center being completely built and you're part of the team to bring that sewing program to Uganda. How was that experience?
It Again, it was mind-boggling because when we were there and they were telling us, and I'm going, okay, this might be a while, it might take a while, whatever. And to go back, and I think it was within the year or just a little over a year that we went, and there was an actual building built, and they were ready to go. Just, I went, this doesn't happen in our country. We can't make things that quickly. And here they are, where everything is trucked in, every brick is made by hand, every timber is cut from the trees and it's handmade, everything. And I went, look what they have done in such a short period of time. I literally couldn't believe it. And, since then, between the first and second class, which I think was likely around 6 months in between, usually we don't go back within a year. They're just so eager and they're so determined to advance and to be able to start producing product to make money and to keep the center going. It's absolutely amazing to me because I don't know if we could manage that here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, and I'd have to think from a volunteer's perspective for your teams that have gone in to visit, you get to see firsthand and you can, say right from the get-go that you've seen where the money goes. When somebody donates to sowing seeds, it's not that it goes to all of these things that, when you give to charity, we sometimes feel a little bit unsure of where those dollars go. And you've watched them be delivered into that community, into supporting other people. And that's got to be pretty awesome too.
Yeah, it is. And again, it's something that makes it very easy for me to talk about sowing seeds to, to friends, family, whoever, Jody, because I know a lot of people are hesitant and a lot of people are very upset about the amount of overhead with different charities and that their money isn't going to what they want it to go to. So to be able to know that the majority of these funds are going directly to whether it be purchasing sewing machines or a fabric, whatever is needed to make sure that the program happens is a testament to sowing seeds and the job that they're doing.
Yeah, it's very cool to be a part of. Now, Jean, one last question for
Yeah.
you. If you can put it into words, I know I'm going to put you on the spot just a little bit with this, but I would love you to share how it's impacted you personally being a volunteer with Sowing Seeds.
Oh, that is a really tough one, Jody. I think it's given me a sense of purpose. Um, I was involved with sowing seeds all along, and I was happy to contribute as much as I could while I was working. And then since I retired, I think it's really helped me have a focus that there are lots of things a person can do, and to be able to do something, to be involved in something that is giving back so tangibly to people is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of life-changing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it feels so grandiose to say, but at the end of the day, volunteering with Sowing Seeds is life-changing. It really
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah.
so we're really grateful for that. Is there anything else, since I have your candid attention for a moment, that you would want to share about Sowing Seeds?
I think I would be remiss if I did not say how absolutely incredible Sylvia Rimple is. From her personal story of starting her own business to what she accomplished in that business. And then at a time when she was not a young person by any means, to start this charity and to be still as hands-on involved as she is, Jody is just, she's amazing. She certainly gives me something to aspire to, I hope.
Yeah, I want to be firecracking it like her at 90. When I'm 90, you better believe it. So that's pretty cool. And I do want to take a moment, Jean, to just express thanks to you for all of the hours and the time and the dedication and the passion that you put into sowing seeds. It is like without words, enough words to greatly appreciate it. And what you do is inspiring and amazing. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Well, thank you for your kind words. It is appreciated.